did you have for supper?
I'm afraid we had meatballs. But they weren't very nice, so you didn't miss much.
I think it was horrid of Aunt Margaret to send me to bed without any supper.
But you really were awfully rude to her. Don't you think you ought to say you're sorry?
No.
What if she keeps you in tomorrow?
Why? What are we going to do?
Well, I was thinking, if we're going to spend such a lot of time in the woods this holiday, we really ought to have some sort of a naturalist headquarters.
And what?
A place to keep pencils and paper for our bird watching.
We could keep a little store of food as well.
Oh, Ruth.
I've got a tin box we could put it in.
You're always thinking about food.
Good night, Ruth. So we're still going to be naughty, are we? Very well. Good night, Phillip.
No, Margaret. What?
Mustn't tell Aunt Margaret about it.
Why not?
Because she'll only find some silly reason for stopping us. Oh, Philip, when can we begin? Can we start tomorrow? We'll rush through our holiday jobs. I only have to do the dining room and living room. It won't take long. I'll be as good as gold, so Aunt Margaret won't keep watching me. And before she can think of any other jobs for me to do, I'll just slip out. Or we can easily get away without her seeing us. Oh, Philip, you haven't finished yet.
No, it'll take ages to do these.
No, it won't. Quickly, put them in the shed and pretend we've done it.
Do that?
Yes, you can. Come on, Philip.
Ruth? Ruth? Ruth, where are you?
You haven't finished yet. Ruth, come here. What with spring bursting out everywhere, there was just no stopping us. Poor Aunt Margaret didn't know quite what had hit her. She'd agreed to look after us when my parents were in India, but I think by this time she was regretting it. Look in the doorway, silly. See if you can go and find him over that way. To knock me over. Gosh, aren't they lovely? Come on, we better go in case they get all cold. That knuckle's dropping little tricks. But watch their hatched out, they'll leave the nest within a day. And you know what? If we keep a watch out, we might even see them coming. Oh, do you really think so? How exciting. We must come and keep an eye on them every day. But we must be careful not to disturb the mother too much. We might actually see them coming out of the egg. That one there on the left. What would we use it for? To take bird pictures with it, of course. You mean like the pheasants hatching out? No, they'll be hatched out within a few days. It'll take ages to buy a camera. Well, how much have we got now? I don't know. Just over £1, I think. Oh, Philip, it won't take that long to say. I'm sure it won't. I wish we could have it now. Do you think the eggs will hatch tomorrow? Maybe. I don't know. They could come any time.
Finished?
The next morning I was still living in a dream. All I could think of was to be there at the nest when the chicks hatched out.
I hope you weren't planning anything this morning, Ruth.
Why?
I've got a big wash to do, and you can help me by turning the wringer and pegging out the clothes.
Oh, please, I must go out today. It's for something very important.
What is?
There. All Philip has to do is chop wood. I have to dust and clean and do the washing as well. I especially wanted to go out today.
Well, you can just do what someone else wants for a change. And if you can't do what you're told cheerfully, you can stay in this afternoon as well. Really, you're getting more lazy and selfish every day. I don't know what's coming of you. Come on, Ruth. I have to do it a bit faster than that. We'll be here all day. Right, come on. Come along. I'd be quicker doing it myself. Look. Hold on. That's now. Keep. Come along. Keep moving.
Are you coming yet?
No, she's not. Come along. Going to make herself useful for a change. You can run along and play by yourself this morning, Philip. Ruth will join you this afternoon. She behaves herself. The sooner your parents get back from India, the better. Though heaven only knows your mother's going to be disappointed in you when she does. It's all right. Just leave it. Take these things outside and peg them up. Oh, Ruth, really? Look, leave it. Just take these things outside and peg them up. Silly, obstinate little wretch. I think you'd better go before you do any more damage. You're more trouble than you're worth in this busy morning. And if you've got any ideas about the next few mornings, you can forget about them. Because you're staying in till you learn to be a little bit more pleasant and a lot less clumsy. Go, off.
Ruth, it's come! I was one of the eggs hatch. When I got there, she flew off and the zip was cracked, and I could see the membrane heaving up and down. I daren't stay in case they got all cold and died. I nearly finished the wigwam. All we need now is some really soft bracken to cover the floor with, and it'll be perfect. Someone in there. Who? Oh, I couldn't exactly say, but I think it's a boy. Well, whoever it is, you better get out, because we want to go in. You'd better come out. Perhaps it's a dead body. No, it isn't. I saw it scratch itself. I think I'd better go in and look again. Perhaps he's deaf. I say, boy, this is our wigwam and we're coming in, so you'd better get out. So, then I shall pull you out. Then I shall catch hold of the wall and bring it down with me. I know. Let's have a tournament. If I win, you go away, but if you win, you can... Well, share the hut.
You let him alone while I knock that toff out.
Come on, Phillip! Come on, Phillip! Come on! Come on, Phillip! I'm the wigwam! All right, stop it! You've won.
But you're alone. I want you silly all right in any case. Could build a better one myself.
Would you like to see a pheasant's nest?
What, that one down there? I could show you half a dozen of them.
Do you know lots of nests? Could you show us any more?
I could show you well nigh on every nest in this here wood.
Come on, let's go. Show us them all.
Right.
What's your name?
Terry,
Where do you live?
at the cottage in the hollow, down Tanglewood's way.
Have you got any brothers and sisters?
No, it's only me and Mum.
Where's your father?
Ain't got none.
What are you collecting flowers for?
My mum sells them in the town. She's a flower seller.
There are. There's one of your pheasant's nest. Gosh, there are 4 eggs in here. Hey! Come and look at this! There! Oh no, it's gone.
Ooh, you shouldn't make so much noise. Who does it anyway?
I don't know.
Are you coming again?
Don't forget your flowers. Bye. Tandy.
Hello. Well then, Ruth. And how are you, eh?
Very well, thank you. We just built a wigwam over there, by the pond.
By Hill Farm there? Well, I know that. And who's we?
Me and my brother Philip. But he's hurt his ankle today, so he had to stay at home.
I'm sorry to hear that. One of my sheep's lost himself. And I'm thinking maybe he's got stuck in some of these bushes somewhere. You could stop and help me find him, Ruth, if you like. Hmm? Come along.
Have you always been a shepherd?
That's right. Always have been. Let's see through here.
Why does it stray?
I expect he's like the rest of us. He likes his own way. And his own way's got him into a deal of trouble, poor little chap.
Well, I expect he's sorry for it now. All caught up in the bushes and wishing he'd stayed in the meadow.
Yeah. Takes a deal of thorns and briars to teach these lambs as their own way ain't the best. He'll be crying his heart out for me somewhere. If only I could find the place.
I'm longing to find him. He has strayed a long way, hasn't he?
Ah, but I'll find him. I've never yet had a lamb stray but when I found him and brought him home. Hey.
What is it? Can you hear him?
Aye. That'll be him. There you are, you little rascal. Wanted your own way, didn't you? Hey, come along. Hey, hold still, hold still. Come along. We'll soon have you home. Hold up then. Hey. That were a foolish thing to do, wasn't it, eh? You ready to come home now, are you? Come on in. That's it. Yep.
Sorry. That's £1. What was it? 2 shillings and a penny. Oh, it'll take ages to buy the camera. No, it won't. We've got a shilling more than what we counted last time, so we're getting on. But it's so slow. I shall soon be a grown-up. And I expect I shall be sent to boarding school and there won't be much chance to take pictures. I wish Aunt would let me be an errand boy, or something I could earn more money at. Just think what a beautiful picture that pheasant would have made. And the eggs hatching. Oh, Philip! I've had the most marvellous idea! What is it? Why don't we pick flowers and sell them, like Terry's mother done? Oh, Ruth, Aunt Margaret would never allow it. Gee, no. We won't tell her. What do you mean? I don't know. Sounds like a man who sells hawks. Anyway, it couldn't be us. But you'll have to be awfully careful about laughing. Shh.
Well, we've picked some flowers.
We thought you might like to buy some. They're about 6p, I think.
Unless you think it's too much. They look a bit dead.
But it will be all right once you put them in water.
Because they're really quite fresh.
Little boy and girl, didn't you read the notice?
Yes, but I'm not a hawker.
And I'm not a circular.
If you are too young to understand the English language, then you are certainly too young to be doing this sort of thing. Go home to your mother.
Excuse me. We're selling flowers. I wondered if you wanted to buy some.
Oh? Is this how you earn your living?
No, not really. We wanted to buy something very particular, but we thought we'd sell flowers. Nobody seems to want to buy them, though.
Nonsense. Bluebells are my favourite flowers. I'd give anything to have a scent like this. There you are, my dear.
Oh, I don't really think they cost that much.
That's all right. It's been a pleasure to meet you. You must come and see us again sometime. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Would you like to buy some flowers?
Come in a moment. I'm sure we would like to buy some.
They're all much the same. I remember when my own children were little. They could be so trying.
Yes, but the little girl, Ruth that is so very unruly. I shall be only too glad when her mother comes and takes her off my hands. Come on.
Let me see what you've got. What beautiful flowers. Where did you pick them?
By the stream.
By the stream. I might have known these had grown by water. And I shall certainly buy a bunch. Fetch my purse, will you, Isabel? And give these two children a scone before they go.
Come along, they're very nice scones. Philip, what is the news? Oh, wake them up, they're about to fall down all over the carpet. Let's get Johnny.
It doesn't matter. Please don't think about it. It was quite an accident.
Yes. Well, does Mrs. Sheridan get an apology for this disgraceful behaviour?
I'm most awfully sorry for spoiling such a lovely tea party. I didn't mean to.
Never mind. After all, you didn't do it on purpose.
And you? What have you to say for yourself?
No! I'm not a bit sorry. We weren't doing anything wrong. Nobody said it was disgraceful till we met you. We should go on doing it if we want. Always for everything, Aunt Margaret.
Ruth, I'm not going to punish you, because it doesn't seem to do much good. But I've been thinking things out on the way home. I don't seem able to manage you or bring you up as I ought. You have 10 days more holidays. Then if they can take you, I'm going to send you to boarding school. Your mother suggested it at Christmas, but well, I wanted to keep you then. It will be a big extra expense, but anything is better than having you growing up as selfish, obstinate, and ill-mannered as you are now.
I shan't go.
You won't be asked.
Very well, then I shall run away and I shan't come back.
And if you can take, I'm going to send you away to boarding school.
Very well, then I shall run away.
Your mother suggested it's Christmas.
Very well, then I shall run away. Very well, then I shall run away. Going to send you away to boarding school. Very well, then I shall run away. Boarding school. I shall send your mother away. Boarding school. Well, I shall send your boarding school away. Philip? Philip!
Come on, there's no need to be frightened. There's no need for you to hide. I don't mind little children coming into my church, but I was a bit surprised to find someone here this time of the morning.
I couldn't help being here. I came in last night when the door was open, gone asleep by mistake.
Do you mean you've been here all night? Whatever is your mother thinking?
It's not my mother, it's my aunt. I wouldn't have done it with my mother.
Don't you get on with your aunt very well then? Why is that?
She just doesn't like me. She likes Philip because he's so good. But she always tries to spoil everything I want to do.
No, Ruth. Grown-ups aren't perfect. We sometimes say things we don't mean. We sometimes do things that are wrong. You know, maybe your aunt finds it a bit difficult looking after you and Philip. And I shouldn't think you're all that easy either to look after. What are you going to do now? Do you really think that your aunt would send you to boarding school if you went back to her? Do you like it?